Aviation 352-861-7484.
Sunday is Super Bowl 51, and Honey Baked Ham has teamed up with WOCA to give one lucky listener all the fixings for a fabulous Super Bowl party for 20 people. Sandwiches, sides, soft drinks, plates, napkins, utensils, even a cookie or a brownie. Honey Baked Ham can make any day feel like a party, and all you have to do is call in and register to win. Call 732-8000 right now. Leave your name and number, and Friday during Fun with Joe, we'll announce the winner. It's a Super Bowl spectacular from WOCA and Honey Baked Ham. Yum.
Yum is right. 25 minutes before 8 o'clock. Beautiful Tuesday morning. I hope you're doing well. Before we get into the heavy news, let me just mention the ad you just heard right there. First of all, has an ad ever worked so well on me? I don't know. I want to go to Honey Baked Ham right now.
Yeah.
I'm not just saying that. Every time I hear the ad, in fact, when Dan first showed me the ad, I said, I want to win that prize.
Yeah, it's an awesome ad.
And
Boy,
course,
Dan is so good.
And of course, I can't win the prize.
Yeah.
But anyway, yeah, there's an opportunity for you to win a prize from Honey Baked Ham. They have teamed up with us, and it's a really cool prize for the Super Bowl. Let's see. Let me read so I don't get it wrong. One lucky listener will get all of the fixings for a fabulous Super Bowl party for 20 people. I know Dan just told you on the recorded ad, but I just wanted to repeat it. Because, you see, I can't win. So I'm going to go buy mine.
Yeah.
So the whole idea is working, because the whole idea of giving away stuff is so that other people will say, you know what, I'm just going to go buy some.
Exactly.
It's not that expensive.
No.
I mean, if we were giving away a BMW, then yes. I would have to say, well, I hope I win. But in this case, I can buy it. I can buy the sandwiches and stuff. Anyway, so a Super Bowl party for 20 people. And that means sandwiches, 2 sides, soft drinks, plates, napkins, utensils, even cookies and brownies, Honey Baked Ham. To register for that, now, we were having some problems yesterday with the voicemail thing, right?
Right.
Today it should be working.
Right. It's on. I can see it blinking for messages on there.
All right. So here's the thing, though. It does ring a lot of times, right?
Yes.
Like a lot of times when you call someplace, you get the voicemail like in 1 or 2 or 4 rings. I think at the most. I think ours is like a long time.
Yeah, like so 10 or something.
You just have to be patient. Now, if you don't want to wait for the voicemail, you can wait till Patsy gets in later on. You can call Patsy.
Yeah, just feel free to call her.
And also,
9:30.
we didn't know yesterday if you could enter more than once, and now we do know that you can. Mm-hmm. So you can enter as many times as you want. So if you want to win, you have to call the office line, which is 732-8000, and just leave your name and your phone number on the thing, and then Robin or Patsy or somebody or Tish will put the. Because only ladies can touch those things. Joe and I, we don't touch them. They will put your name into the shiny blue box, and then on Friday during Fun with Joe, we'll have a name to announce to you. I think Joe's going to be the one who picks it. Sounds like.
Yeah.
So anyway, it's a fun thing. It's in my ballpark. I can afford to buy. Mm-hmm. Well, I don't need 20.
No.
I can afford to buy a few, though.
Yeah, right. Yeah, we've eaten there before, and Honey Baked Ham is really good stuff. You can eat it there or take it with you. They got different box items you can get, and really great place.
Yeah. So anyway, just thought I would kind of
next to Best Buy.
Just bump that up a little bit. Yeah, right. Yeah,
on 200.
Thank you for telling me where.
Yeah, right next door to Best Buy on
All right.
27th Avenue.
All right, let's get down to business here.
Okay, I'm ready.
First of all, there's an article in the Star Banner indicating that our recycling efforts in the city of Ocala, the contract for that recycling expires April 30th. Boy, time flies. It was a 5-year recycling contract.
Okay.
The new bids from the private sector haulers are coming in at least 3 to 5 times higher than the current rate. Some city council members say they can hold their noses no longer. The program must be rethought.
There you go.
Curbside recycling is meant to help the environment, blah, blah, blah. The Climate Change and Economic Security Act of 2008 says Florida should reduce the disposal of recyclables 75% by the year 2020. The city of Ocala has 22,300 residential solid waste customers. About 65% voluntarily participate. Mm-hmm. I'm one of them.
Yes, you have your own bucket and everything.
I'm one of them. I'm better at it because you helped me. So is this recycled? Robin, does this belong? Where does this one go? Anyway, so they're rethinking it. I guess it's a money thing.
Yeah, because before they had this thing where everybody puts all the recyclables in one container, we had a really good system in Marion County about everybody splits everything out, and there were like 5 or 6 different containers for the 5 or 6 different recyclables in different locations, and all the citizens was stepping up to the plate, and then all of a sudden Ocala said, nope, you got to put it all in one bin, and now we'll see what happens in April.
All right. And when Trayvon Martin was killed, he became a symbol, a beacon, and a mirror in the nation's debate over race and justice, his parents say. In their new book titled Rest in Power, which comes out today, Sabrina Fulton and Tracy Martin recount their son's upbringing and how the tragedy unfolded in their lives. Such a sad story.
Very sad.
From his 2012 shooting death to the street protest to the trial of his killer, Fulton and Martin told USA Today they are worried President Trump may reverse the national conversation on race that Trayvon's death sparked, and that they are considering running for office. Well, hey, first of all, consider running for office. We encourage that.
Exactly. Just do it.
I don't get the comment about turning everything around. I think what they're responding to is the media and not to Trump himself. Mm-hmm. I truly think that. I don't. Oh my gosh, I don't see Trump as racist at all.
No,
I really don't. Gosh, he says dopey things sometimes, but I mean, just look at what he does. Look who he works with, and you'll see. I don't know.
Exactly. And don't just talk about doing something. Just all of a sudden get up and do it, and then emblazon it in an ad and say, I am running for, and whatever it is you're running for. Don't just sit there and talk about it.
Well, no, come on. I feel for these people. I don't want to talk down to them in any way. I really feel for these people. That I think Zimmerman got off. He was guilty, I think. My opinion, just saying, this is what I got my coffee, I got my opinion.
Yeah, right. No,
I said it back then.
No question.
And I'm just talking about that one case. I'm not talking about every case across the country.
Yeah.
I'm just talking about that one case. I don't think he needed to kill that young man. That was a crazy story.
No, he didn't need to get out of the car either. He could have just sat there, parked on the curb in the car, waited for law enforcement to come. He is
all right, let's move on
an idiot.
Although there is a lack of clarity into what the Trump administration will do about Obamacare and the price of prescription drugs, today is the deadline to sign up for insurance under the Affordable Care Act. Trump signed an executive order on his first day in office ordering federal agencies to allow more flexibility in enforcing the provisions of Obamacare until Congress can repeal it. Mm-hmm. But the order contained the phrase, quote, to the maximum extent permitted by law, unquote. That statement was actually in there 3 times, suggesting that its effects are yet to be determined.
Right.
So if you don't have health insurance, today's the last day to sign up for Obamacare.
Yep. The Supreme Court ruled, and they made it a tax. They forced everybody to sign up.
A story that's going to get you talking.
Okay.
Arnold Schwarzenegger, who succeeded Donald Trump on Celebrity Apprentice, said that the new president's executive order on refugees and immigration was poorly vetted and that it makes us look stupid. It makes us look stupid. When the White House is ill-prepared to put this kind of directive out there. Schwarzenegger, who was governor of California I don't know every day that, but anyway.
Yeah, he has his share of immigrants in that state, too, and I don't think he did much about it.
Boy Scouts will allow transgender children into programs. The Boy Scouts of America says it will allow transgender children who identify as boys to enroll in its boys-only programs. The organization announced yesterday that it had made the decision to base enrollment in boys-only programs on the gender of a child or parent lists on the application to become a Scout. The organization had previously held a policy that relied on the gender listed on the birth certificate. A spokesman for the Boy Scouts says it made the decision based on states and communities changing how gender is defined. A transgender child in Secaucus, New Jersey, was asked late last year to leave his Scout troop after parents and leaders found out he was born a girl. All right, I have more stuff on the other side. We'll be right back. If you have any opinions on any of these things, we invite you to call. The number is 622-9622. If you want to get your name in the running for the prize that Honey Baked Ham is giving away, That number is 732-8000. You'll have to leave your number and name on the answering machine. And, of course, you can wait till Patsy gets here. She's usually here by 9 and 9:30. We'll be right back.
The weather is brought to you by myfwc.com. Safe boating is no accident. On this Tuesday, sunshine for the most part and becoming milder with a high of 69 to 73. It'll be clear and cool Tuesday night with a low of 42 in the coolest inland spots to 49 along the coast. Wednesday, sunshine and becoming even warmer, high 73 to 77. Thursday, partly sunny and pleasant, the high 74 to 78. From the Florida Weather Center, I'm meteorologist Joe Lundberg.
Hey, this is Matt Wilkerson from Verizon. You work all day, right? So why would you want to spend your night out shopping for that new phone? Well, Marion County, let me and Verizon help you out. I can deliver to your home or office, saving you precious time. Phone, tablets, internet, home phones, even accessories. Whatever you need, we will deliver free of charge. Call me at the store, 352-528-0020. That's 528-0020.
Sunrise Automotive, this is Matt.
Hey, Matt, it's Dan.
Hey, Dan.
Listen, we're going to be doing some traveling, and I need to make sure the car is in good shape.
Why don't you just bring it on by? Let us check it out. We can check all your belts, your hoses, your tires, all your fluids. And out of town, is that up north and cold?
Yep.
Okay. Let's check your antifreeze. Also, let's make sure your washer fluid has got alcohol in it so it doesn't freeze up north, because that makes for a rotten day. And let's check your air pressure in your tires. Let's look at your brakes. Make sure everything is safe and secure there. Let's go through it and just make sure everything is ready to go on the road. You due for an oil change?
Yep.
Whenever you come in to get your oil change, we always check your belts, your hoses, all your lights. We go through and make sure that everything is working properly. We check all your fluid levels. We do that every time you come in to Sunrise Automotive.
So just call you back at this number?
Yeah, just give me a call back at 690-1993 whenever you're ready to come in. And you can drop it off, leave it with us, whatever's most convenient for you. Look forward to seeing you at Sunrise Automotive.
Sunday is Super Bowl 51, and Honey Baked Ham has teamed up with WOCA to give one lucky listener all the fixings for a fabulous Super Bowl party for 20 people. Sandwiches, sides, soft drinks, plates, napkins, utensils, even a cookie or a brownie. Honey Baked Ham can make any day feel like a party, and all you have to do is call in and register to win. Call 732-8000 right now. Leave your name and number, and Friday during Fun with Joe, we'll announce the winner. It's a Super Bowl spectacular from WOCA and Honey Baked Ham. Yum.
All right, 12 minutes before 8 o'clock. Really nice-looking Tuesday morning. 38 degrees, though, so don't put the coat away yet. You've got a few more cool days coming around the corner, but this is probably the coldest, I guess, for the next 5 or 6 days anyway. And I did offer an opportunity for everybody to call in, and I've got some calls. So let's go to the phones. Good morning. You're on the air.
Yeah, good morning. About a week or maybe 2 weeks ago, there was some nonsense about a girl, family of a girl suing to get her girl into the Boy Scouts. They do call them Boy Scouts for a reason. There is something called the Girl Scouts. But an interesting thing that nobody has spoken much about is that some years ago, the group that used to be called the Campfire Girls is now called Campfire USA. They are co-educational.
Oh, I didn't know that. Oh, wow. I remember them, yeah.
Yeah, Campfire Girls is now just Campfire USA, and they're co-ed.
I didn't know that.
Now, a long time ago, the Girl Scouts and the Boy Scouts had talked about merging. And the closest that ever came was the Explorer program became co-educational. That's when you finish as a senior Boy Scout and a senior Girl Scout, you can join both can join the Explorers. So that's as close as the Boy Scouts and the Girl Scouts ever got to being co-educational.
I guess that would be a way to solve the problem, I guess.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
All right. Thank you, Jim. Appreciate the insight.
All right. Have a good day. Bye.
Topic. Thank you. Appreciate that.
Because I can see girls who don't declare themselves transgender just wanting to join the Boy Scouts and the other way around. So This is a whole
What, is there a difference?
political thing.
Girl Scouts have the better cookies. I think I'd rather be a Girl Scout.
Yeah, do Boy Scouts have cookies?
Yeah, they would get them from the Girl Scouts.
Oh.
So that's where I'm getting mine from. This Friday, I'm
Yep.
getting my Girl Scout
Yep.
cookies, as a matter of
Me
fact.
too.
Good morning, you're on the air.
Morning, guys.
Hiya, Hugh.
Say, yesterday, many times in a week's time, I went by the across from the courthouse, the Silver Springs 441 area there with that empty block with that little building on it, and you know. It's a shame. I know they're sitting on it. The government wants to put something up there that they can collect taxes because they see the dollar sign all the time. But I think that's such a vital part of especially if you're traveling east like I was, going to the downtown area square. It should be something that's encourage the beauty of that area. I would love to see a grassy area with a nice big fountain with all these horses that you see around the city placed in there, and a sign saying "Welcome to Downtown Ocala, Horse Capital of the World," or something like that. It just needs to have something beautiful there, and not just a filling station or whatever they want to collect taxes.
Okay. Appreciate your thought on that, Hugh. Thank you.
Yeah.
That's actually a piece of property that's privately owned. So in order for that to happen, what Hugh was just describing, either the private owner would have to say, you know what, I'm just going to plant grass and put a fountain here.
Or sell it to the city.
Or sell it to the city, but you can't just sell it to the city. The city has to buy it. You can't.
Right.
You can't just say, you know what, you have it.
Yeah.
I guess you could give it to the city.
If they wanted to.
But that's the whole problem with that piece of property. It's a privately owned piece of property. It is zoned for business, and everybody's got an opinion about what should be there. It has been a rather ugly corner for a very, very, very long time. So the suggestion a month ago or whatever to make it a racetrack gas station was one idea. It would at least be profitable, but people think gas stations are ugly, and I'm not going to disagree with that. I suppose you could make them pretty, you could make them ugly. I suppose there's two ways it could go. Nobody wants bail bondsmen down there either. Nobody likes that sign.
No, but they're there.
But they're there. And,
I mean, you can see the sign.
and they have a right to be there. It's a private business. I don't know how many of you remember this. We used to have an adult bookstore right across from the square.
Yep.
On the north side of Silver Springs Boulevard, and that was a business that the authorities in town had to, run out. But the person who opened it up just said, "Oh, this is my business. I'm going to sell nude books and things."
Right. There was a market here for it, so they opened the business.
Well, I mean, the average person didn't want it there, so it wasn't exactly welcome, but.
And on that corner,
it's private, privately owned. You got to make a decision.
Yeah, and there used to be a diner on that corner. I know. I used to go there. It was a dive, but it was very popular. It had a lot of good food there. It was wonderful.
But I love that diner.
So it was great.
All right, here's a story in the news. The 7 countries that Trump banned immigrants from, or visitors from even, for a temporary stay, by the way. 5 of those countries were bombed during the Obama administration, and nobody seems to be saying anything about that.
I wish they would.
Well, the media is buzzing about Trump's executive order to hold up 300 people at airports. Obama's bombings were reported as completely reasonable in those same exact places.
Yeah, exactly.
Wow.
So the news media should be carrying that part of it, too.
Do you know what I heard is the reason? Because if this is a ban on Muslims, then why would he not include Afghanistan? Why would he not include Saudi Arabia? Why would he not include Egypt? Why would he not include some of those countries? So
exactly.
So
because, like you pointed out, these are the countries that Obama singled out, and Obama didn't single out the other countries.
The way I understand it, the order is based on security reviews that were conducted by the Obama administration. In other words, the people who vet incoming visitors, incoming travelers from the countries that are not on the list can easily search the waiver program. Let me see if I read this. The White House counselor Kellyanne Conway pointed out on Fox News Sunday, the 7 nations named in Trump's executive order are drawn from the Terrorist Prevention Act of 2015. The 2015 Visa Waiver Program Improvement and Terrorist Travel Prevention Act of 2015 named Iraq, Iran, Sudan, and Syria, while its 2016 update added Libya, Somalia, and Yemen. Those are the countries. These are the countries that have a history of training, harboring, exporting terrorists. We can't keep pretending and looking the other way. That was her statement.
That's right.
So there you go. The other countries that have large Muslim populations are not banned simply because the governments of those countries allow those who do the vetting to have a way to take a peek into the backgrounds of the people coming here. Mm-hmm. These other countries don't let us do that, apparently.
That's right. So
citizens of the 7 countries named as security risks are banned from entering the United States for the next 90 days. Refugee processing is halted for 120 days. The longest-lived aspect of the ban may prove to be the halt on Syrian refugees, but that isn't given a time frame at all. It will last, quote, until such time as I have determined that sufficient changes have been made to the USRAP to ensure that admission of Syrian refugees is consistent with the national interest. That's from President Trump making that statement. They're upset about the ban, and those who are, I guess, digging into this want you to know that Obama banned immigration from Iraq and Carter banned it from Iran in the past. Barack Obama banned immigration from Iraq for much longer than Trump's order bans from the 7 listed nations, but none of the people melted down today. Okay, so it's talking about the uproar over Trump's executive order. Trump's refugee caps are comparable to Obama's pre-2016 practices. So So it's interesting, isn't it? Isn't it interesting? I mean, look at it from this perspective. If you actually hold it up to the light, right? All right. NBC is broadcasting with the Statue of Liberty in the background of their show. I think it was this morning, the Today Show, something they're doing, right?
Okay.
And the reason they're doing that is because they want to say this is a country where we welcome immigrants. We welcome you. Well, we do. But even in my grandparents' age, if you had the mumps or something, you got sent back home. You had to take that boat ride all the way back home.
Exactly. You couldn't come in.
You had lice in your hair, I think they sent you back, right?
Exactly.
There was all kinds of reasons they sent you back.
That's right. You had to follow the rules back then. And now Trump is being a parent, a good parent, and he's making people follow the rules.
And the one thing, I was listening to Dana yesterday, the Dana show in the afternoon here, and she, gosh, I love Dana, by the way. And she was saying that somebody made the comment, well, you have it easy. You were born here.
Yeah.
And then she replied with, I was born here, and my father fought in the war. My grandfather died in the war. She was going on and on and on about all the people who shed blood so that she could live here.
Good for her. Good for her.
Oh, my gosh. And she also made this point, which I think is really outstanding. You can't go to Italy and call yourself an Italian. You can't go to France and call yourself French. Right? But you can come to America legally and call yourself an American. You can come here, go through the process, sign all the papers, do it the right way, be legal, in other words, be documented, in other words. I was thinking about this last night, that I am not a fan of the wall, but I am a fan of stricter, of heavier hand on immigration.
Yeah.
I am a fan of enforcing immigration laws that already exist, but I'm not a fan of the wall. And I was thinking of it in terms of, this is my simplistic mind thinking, that if I'm having breakfast outside at a picnic table, and I have ants coming up through the cracks in the table, and I set up all the cereal boxes on the edge of the table, the ants are still going to come.
Yeah, for sure.
So what I have to do is something smart so the ants don't want to come. In other words, get rid of the food.
Yeah.
So stop giving easy jobs that pay better than they do in the countries that these people are coming from. I'm talking about the good people.
Yeah.
The good illegal immigrants. I'm convinced that 99% of them are good. But those people won't be coming anymore if you stop giving it. Well, they'll be coming, but they'll do it legally, and they'll get a job, and they'll get paid the right amount.
That's right.
All right, we'll be right back.
This is WOCA, Ocala, Gainesville, The Villages, 1370 AM, 96.3 FM, The Source.